People fans, it is that time. It's time for What's in the Bag. Who have we got this episode? It's Fedor Gorst. Fedor, first of all, how are you doing?
What's up? Doing good.
Are you excited for this?
Yeah.
I know, you've been mithering me for months, haven't you? Please do What's in the Bag with me. No, he's not, I'm only joking.
Yeah.
We're at the US Open. Fedor has qualified for the final 64. Obviously, this video may have been released. He might have won, he might have lost, who knows. I'll probably try and release it tomorrow, so obviously we'll know how he's gone on if you're following the pool. Right, Fedor, let's go straight into it. Let's show the pool fans what cues you beat everybody up with.
I have a lot of different shafts here because I always carry spare shafts with me.
So we'll just get everything out on the table, then we'll go through each cue one by one. Fedor, of course, has been serving, obviously not a ban, but he's been not allowed to play in international events, so it's good to see him back. But you've been cleaning up in America, pal, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I had a good year. Honestly, probably the best thing that could ever happen to me is having that ban. You know, I played all the bar table events, smaller events, but
so you're a bar table specialist now?
And the one pocket specialist, yeah.
Yeah, you're undercover at that. Right, what we got here then? So you play with Q-Tech.
Yep, so the playing cue, this is the prototype that Q-Tech will release or will be releasing soon enough.
Okay, so it's a prototype, so you're using a prototype. Do we know the name of this cue?
Yes, so basically this is a Q-Tech True Wood Walnut, but they changed the rings and probably they changed technology of the butt too, but I'm not quite sure.
You just like the feel of it, right?
I do like the feeling. Also they changed the wrap, so it's not a linen wrap, it's a leather wrap.
Okay, and which shaft do you put on your playing cue?
This is a 30-inch shaft.
30-inch, so standard size is 29.
Yes,
so
standard is 29, but I'm a little bit taller, so I prefer to play with 30-inch.
So you play with a 58 cue or 59?
59, I believe, because the butt is 29.
Okay. Right.
So the break cue is...
One second, don't get too excited.
Okay, so...
They always like to know what tip.
Tip, I changed probably 5 tips, so what I do, I experiment with tips.
Okay.
And I don't know which one I like the most, but this is a Kamui Brown medium. I've been playing probably the most with this tip for the last 5 years.
Diameter, what is the thickness of
12.
your shaft? 12.5. Looks a lot thinner than that actually from here. So it's 12.5, 59 inches long. Do you know the weight?
Super light, I think it's like 18 and a half, 18. Okay. I removed all the weights, so.
So you don't like heavy cue, you like it a little
bit lighter? I don't have any muscles.
One day you might.
Yeah,
Keep going to the gym.
I need a lighter cue.
Okay, right, so that's the cue taken care of. Break cue?
Break cue, that's the regular original Q-Tech bridge with the shaft and the tip that comes on. The only thing that is changed here is the ferrule, I think, because I broke mine. Originally goes with the brown ferrule, and probably this shaft is like 3-year old. The
tip, is that the same tip that's on the breech, or do you use a different tip?
This is a town break and jump tip.
Yeah, because usually when you buy the breech, it comes with a white tip, is that right?
Yeah, that's the same.
Oh, it's the same, but yours is just red?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just changed it.
Right. Light or heavy or?
Same thing, I removed all the weights.
Yep. Now, have you done that because you don't like a heavy cue, or have you done it because you think breaking with a lighter cue is better?
Honestly, depends on the discipline I play. I always change it, like 8-ball, for example, I like it heavier. 10-ball, it depends on the condition. Sometimes I change. I like the balance. The balance is the most important thing for me.
So you're the type of player that's always changing tips and weights and stuff like this?
Not really. No? I mean, the last couple of months only, but before I was just playing with the same tip, and I just like to try something new.
Okay, jump cue, we can see it's the Propel.
Yep, Propel with everything that comes on it, town tip, original ferrule, best jump cue ever.
Ever? Do you mean that?
So. Yeah.
That is a good jump cue. I've got one at home. It is a good jump cue, to be fair.
It's really easy. I mean, you can jump both with it.
Yeah, no, not as good as you, obviously. How many playing shafts are in? Let's get everything else out the bag. What other shafts have you got in there? Shane Van Bonen carries 10 shafts with him in his bag.
Well, I mean, this is a spare 30-inch playing shaft that I have.
Why 30-inch if that shaft is 29? Oh, no, that is 30, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, sorry.
This one's 30.
My mistake.
That one is 32. I don't know why I carry two of them, but in case I don't know, in case I lose a
In case you
chip.
fight and just hit someone on the head with it or
Maybe
something?
I get angry and break my cue.
So you've got 3 or 4 shafts?
This is a 29. In case I get shorter and I don't know.
In case you lose your traders or something.
And that's a spare brake cue shaft.
Right, so is that all the shafts and the cues in the bag? Or have you hiding in there? Oh, what's
My
this?
older version of, that's the cue I used to play with.
Ah, so that's the cue you used to play with.
The only thing I changed is the wrap.
Right. So that cue there, is that like, let's say, the first edition of this new prototype? Or
No, this is the actual QTech Walnut that you can buy right now.
Yeah, and this is like the next version out. That's a prototype.
So you see the rings, they're a little bit different. Actually, not a little.
Okay.
They're completely different.
Ah, right. Okay, I see.
That's the extension I use.
But you don't play with the extension, do you?
No.
Did you ever try?
I did, and I didn't like the balance. Because this extension is super light, so you can't really feel. It shouldn't change any balance.
I don't think you should or could play with the extension, because I think you cue like Steve Davis.
What is it?
I think you cue the same as Steve Davis. Has anyone ever told you that?
Steve Davis, no. Everybody told me I play with my own style, but I look like Johnny Archer.
You look like Johnny Archer a little bit, yeah. We'll put Johnny in this video just to do a comparison. But you cue like a snooker player. Do you have a snooker background?
No. Russian pyramid background. Probably the stance is quite similar.
I think you'd be a good snooker player, pal. Not as good as your bar table, obviously. But no. Right, so is the bag empty? As in shafts and cues?
Gloves, I always have
Glove?
50 gloves that I always wash.
Right, what else is in the pockets?
Oh, man.
Let's have a look.
It's a big mess here.
Oh, it's all right, pal.
All right, so it's more gloves.
Gloves. What is it about you pool players? What's this? Moisturizer for your face?
This is this is a dry hand formula. So I have wet hands, and I just ordered it on Amazon. Okay. This is for gamers. So.
Oh, right, I see. Yeah.
Their hands, when they're sweating, they put this on their hands, and it makes their hands dry.
Have you used it?
I tried it once. It does work pretty good. But
really? So you have wet hands for nerves, or just you have wet hands?
Just because right now I have wet hands.
Don't be nervous around me, pal. You're all right.
I'm not nervous. This is eye twitching relief. So this is for
eye drops?
Eye drops.
Okay.
Baby powder.
Baby powder. In case you and Christina have a baby, is that what that's for?
No. Some tip tools.
What tip tools?
This is tips.
Oh, tips, okay.
See, the white ones that you were talking about.
Yep. Question, the red one, does that mark the table like the white one? I found the white one marks the table bad.
They do mark the table the first probably 10, 20 breaks.
Right.
And then they kind of, how do you call it? Burn on the sides.
Chamfering, right, okay.
Yeah. Sandman.
Sandman. I'm sure everyone watching this video has seen the Sandman. Very clever tool.
This thing is cutting the mushroom. This is...
is that a laser to put your opponent off? Shine it in their eyes?
Or to play with your cat.
It's tip tool spike thing. Yeah.
Spike.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
I don't know if this one, nobody even saw this, I think.
You know what I thought? You know what I thought that was when you pulled it out? I thought it was a picture of Christina. I thought you had a picture of Christina in there. There must be a picture of Christina.
Some patches.
Okay.
It's all empty.
What's that little gadget there with? Yeah, that. What's that?
This one. So this is joint protectors, and this thing you're supposed to put it on.
I've never seen that. That's a clever idea.
Yeah, it's clever to put the.
Yeah, rather than just chucking it in your bag.
Yeah, but I don't do it.
Let's have a look at that.
Too lazy.
Wow, they think of everything. Anything else in the bag? What's in the top pocket?
Oh, top pocket.
Come on, that's the secret pocket. What you got in there?
Chalk.
Chalk.
Town chalk.
Town chalk.
And more town chalk.
More town chalk.
And we have a Q-Tech towel here. I don't think they released it yet. So I have everything that nobody even saw before.
That's what you get when you're one of the best players in the world. You get all the prototype stuff, new towel.
Microfiber towel.
Microfiber. Is that the case empty? Is that everything? Is everything? And that is a 4x8?
4x8. I believe that's the biggest one that I have.
4x8 case by Q-Tech. Fedor Gorst, one of the best players in the world.